your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Oh, we start this sportscast Allen Iverson style. Not with a game, but practice. Yeah, talking about practice tonight. The basketball Cats on the floor. All 30 NBA teams in attendance for the open practice pro day at the Kraft Center in Lexington tonight. Of course, Kentucky will take the floor this Friday night for Big Blue Madness. Take a listen to what Coach Calipari had to say during Kentucky's pro day.
What's happened is they are working harder and jumping higher and running fast than they do in practice. And maybe I should have pro scouts at more practices maybe. They asked about this combine. Why did we do it? Why would you have kids thinking about the NBA at the start of your season? They all are. Not just my guys, everybody's guys. So I want them to know, look, I don't mind that. I don't mind you chasing your dreams and your genius. I'm not going to hold you back. But it's very hard. Don't be delusional. Here's where you are right now. You're going to have to work. It's the grind of this. You know, it's hard what these kids are doing, especially here at Kentucky.
Sean Woods and Morehead State preparing for the upcoming season as well. The Eagles host their Hoops Hysteria Saturday night at Johnson Arena. The Eagles will look to improve on their 17-17 record from last year. Morehead State opens the season on November 5th with a home exhibition game against Asbury, Kentucky.
This is a great time to get everybody involved and to let especially our alumni see how good our basketball program is. I like the character of this basketball team. The fans are going to like the athleticism, the skill package that most of these kids bring.
The football Cats will play this Thursday night against Auburn, and if they win, perhaps they would clinch a spot in the Associated Press Top 25 rankings. The new poll is out. There are 5 Southeastern Conference teams in the AP Top 25. Undefeated LSU, undefeated Florida, undefeated Texas A&M, and one loss Alabama are in the top 10. Ole Miss at 13. Teams receiving votes: Mississippi State, Georgia. The Bulldogs actually dropped out of the poll, though, after a loss to Tennessee on Saturday. And then you see it right there, Kentucky. The Wildcats get 4 votes in this week's AP Top 25. Here's a look at the complete Top 25. Ohio State still the #1 team in the nation. Baylor jumps TCU for the #2 spot. The Bears host West Virginia next Saturday. Utah and Clemson round out the top 5. You see Duke joins Florida State and Clemson from the ACC. The Blue Devils ranked 25th in the nation. Kentucky and Auburn on ESPN this Thursday night, 7 o'clock kick time inside Commonwealth Stadium. Both teams come off a week in which they did not play a game. A win for the football Cats means they would move to 5-1 for the second straight year. That would also give them a 3-1 record in the SEC. More than 9,800 people see the Morehead State Eagles stay undefeated at home with a homecoming win over Butler on Saturday. All around good game for the Eagles, 484 yards of total offense. Quarterback Austin Gehafer, 23 of 38 for 363 in the air. The defense gives up 21 points, but a couple of interceptions by Justin Greer and great special teams also helps with the win.
That's really the defense we need to have, is a kind of bend but not break. Hey, if we're dominant in some games, great. And I told our media people, too, there's going to be a week where our defense is going to have to play really well because our offense may not be clicking. That's going to happen, you know, and it's a little different scenario each week. And, you know, we played a really good team football game today. Even our special teams were great. We had some block kicks. We had some good returns in the kickoff return game. And we covered well, pretty good on our kickoff. So all that combined and our kids believing and being confident is what's really keeping us going right now, motivated.
Hey, don't forget the WYMT Appalachian Wireless Game of the Week at Bell County this Friday night. The Bobcats host Corbin. Last year's game ended with Bell going for 2 in overtime. The Redhounds would stop them, and then, of course, they won the game 21-20. You can watch this game, as always, live on this TV and WYMT.com. A Mountain Top 10 showdown. Come join us. Hey, still to come in sports.
Well, that was a hell of a 4th and 5th quarter. Not a very good 3rd quarter.
The Bengals make a crazy comeback to stay undefeated. We'll have highlights and more post-game reacts next. The Bengals 4-0 to start the year. If they wanted to start 5-0 for just the 3rd time in franchise history, they would need to get through the Legion of Boom defense. The Seattle Seahawks in Cincy today The Bengals also trying to become the first ever 5-0 team in AFC North history. First quarter, no score. The Bengals go right down the field on the very first possession and score. That's Tyler Eifert. 7-play, 86-yard drive, Cincy up a touchdown. Seahawks say anything you can do, though, we can do as well, and maybe even better. Russell Wilson to a wide open Jermaine Kearse. Thank you very much. 30 yards downfield, game tied, touchdown apiece. Second half, third quarter, Skittle Boy Marshawn Lynch out with the hammy. Second week he's missed. That's okay. Insert Thomas Rawls. Bro, get off me. First career touchdown, 69 to the house for Rawls. Seattle goes up 17-7. Later in the quarter, Rex Burkhead. Oh, he fumbles the football. Bobby Wagner is a scooping and he's a scoring. That Legion of Boom defense showing up on East Coast time, 24-7 Seattle. Fourth quarter we go. Andy Dalton finds Eifert again. Second touchdown of the day, 24-14. The comeback is on. Next possession down. Bengals drive down the field. Dalton yells out, Badger, Badger there. That's an audible, and that's another touchdown. Dalton sneaks it in. We got a 3-point game with 3:38 to go in the game. Mike Nugent would later come on, kick a field goal, and we're going to overtime. Bengals second possession on overtime. Giovanni Bernard. 15 carries, 80 yards. That one good for 13. And then 4 plays later, they send out Nugent to win it. Oh, it dings off the crossbar, but that's good. The Bengals are 5-0 to start the year. The last time they started 5-0, 1988. They went to the Super Bowl that year.
It's a huge win for us. It shows the character of this team, shows the fight of this team, and for us to do that against a really, really good team, come back in the fourth quarter, get it to overtime, and for Mike to hit that kick to win the game was huge. We needed it. It was big for us, and I'm so proud of our guys.
Let's go around the NFL now. Bills hosting the Titans. Rex Ryan had his guys wear these Yes Sir wristbands to remind them what to say to referees. Okay, opening kickoff. The Titans on the receiving end. Fumble! Oh, the Bills hop on it, but oh, no. Look at your wristband because Walt Anderson comes out, throws a flag. Bills had a guy offsides. Take another look here. Marcus Easley is offsides on the kick. That negates the fumble. Hashtag yes, sir. Bills still win, though, 14-13. Last week, the Browns were beat by a last-second Chargers field goal. This week, they do the giving. Travis Coons, 32-yarder. That's good. Cleveland wins in overtime. 33-30 over the Ravens. Josh McCown with the team record 457 yards in the air. Packers, Rams, Aaron Rodgers. He would throw his first interception of the year, but these 2 touchdowns would help. Packers, they stay undefeated 24-10. Robert Griffin III, still the third-string quarterback in Washington. He's making $3.5 million and was the second overall pick a few years ago, but he's still not even in pads. Meanwhile, the first-string quarterback, Kirk Cousins, throws an interception in overtime. That's a game-winning pick 6 by Robert Alford. Clutch. Falcons win 25-19. Vroom, vroom, let's go racing now. Joey Logano wins in Charlotte. That locks him into the next round of the chase for the Sprint Cup. He led 227 laps of the race. Defending Sprint Cup champion Kevin Harvick finishes second. Benny Coney, the quarterback for EKU Angelo, wins OVC Player of the Week. It was announced in Brentwood, Tennessee by the league office a little bit earlier this evening. Congrats to him.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.